Suportado po ba kayo sa feminism?
Yes. Siyempre, lalaki ako eh.
For the past 5 years, and even the years before it, a movement to eradicate inequality between men and women was started by concerned people who saw how a lot of women from different cultures are being oppressed because of their sex. The actions as solutions come in variations. There are people who march, protest, or simply tweet. Alongside those movements are speeches and messages that are being delivered by famous people who have the platform to share the idea of feminism.
Dad is a particularly meaningful one since he was the sole breadwinner in our house.
This includes actors, singers, politicians, basically any famous person who wants to encourage people to advocate gender equality or become feminist.
It's not so much about
But what exactly is feminism?
Hindi lang siya para sa mga babae, pero para siya sa both genders or sexes anyway. Basta yun, para sa male and female siya.
Yung sa gender equality, parang ganon.
Right now, so many people are familiar with feminism. But what does feminism mean? Merriam-Webster Dictionary defined feminism as the theory of the political, economic, and social equality of the sexes, while Oxford Dictionary defined it as the advocacy of women's rights on the ground of the equality of the sexes. Still, there are many misconceptions about feminism. First, there is a mistaken belief that feminism is about male bashing and related to man-hating, even though feminism is a belief that women must be treated as equals, not above or below anybody, just equal. Second, some people think that only women can be feminists. In actuality, men can also be feminists. There's Will Smith, Ashton Kutcher, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, famous male people who identify themselves as feminists. Anyone can be a feminist if they support the idea of feminism. Third, feminists cannot be feminine. But yes, they can be. Feminists are against women being told how to behave by the society, and limiting gender roles is what they fight about. So telling women that they can't be feminine isn't really feminist. The first wave of feminism began in 1848 at the Seneca Falls Conference, wherein women created their independent movement for human rights and able to oppose slavery. The then existing movement of human rights excluded them since they were not considered equal members of the society. The first wave focused on citizenship, and the goal is to grant women the right to vote. Indeed, it was successful. To establish equality, the second wave of feminism wanted to pass the Equal Rights Amendment, able to concretize the idea that women are a viable part of the society. However, it is not passed even to this day. With Rebecca Walker's article entitled Becoming the Third Wave, was the revival of the attention to feminism, as it was founded in response to a feeling that feminism was dead, irrelevant, and women of her generation were apathetic and not desirous of working on behalf of women's empowerment. The constant degradation of women all over the world. As said in an article on Huffington Post, feminists are not aiming to make women stronger. They already know they're strong. They just want society to see that too. Equality hasn't been achieved yet also, despite the previous waves, because there is still inequality in wages, privilege, and political authority. There is also a problem with women who identify themselves as feminists, but aim for gender superiority instead of gender equality. Mostly, these are identified as the radical feminists, and in the internet, they're called feminazis. Despite criticisms and issues, feminism was able to influence the political, social, and economic spheres of the world. More job and career opportunities were opened, and there is less job discrimination and injustices. females were also able to achieve something outstanding in fields other than housekeeping and motherhood. Women's suffrage, greater access to education, more equitable pay with men, the right to initiate divorce proceedings, the right of women to make individual decisions regarding pregnancy, including access to contraceptives and abortion, and the right to own property. Recently, we interviewed 3 different professionals from different fields and asked them about feminism.
So let's start with the first question. Do you consider yourself as a feminist?
I think so.
Yes. So, siguro ever since mag-start akong maging college, ako ay kinonsider ko ng feminist yung sarili ko.
No.
How do you understand po ba the concept of feminism?
Advocating equality among sexes, among genders.
Feminism is the equality of the sexes economically, culturally, and socially.
Feminism for me, the way I view it, is something that we women would like to be equal in terms of a lot of things.
Evidently, feminism is yet to face more challenges and solve numerous societal problems. For now, let's ask ourselves, do we want to become feminists? If so, how do we become good feminists?